has a crazy near 30,000 views from you guys, which tells me a little inkling that you love this brand just as much as I do. And their spring collection just dropped, and I didn't buy just one big ass parcel, I bought 2 big ass parcels for us to try on. We're gonna go through the truth on sizing. We'll be comparing 2 sizes against each other to see how it compares on my body, as well as the new fabric in different colors, which ones are better for cozy evenings in, and which are squat proof for those hard glute gym sessions for you. And most importantly, which is worth your money this spring Easter holiday. So you can't see it right now, but for reference, before we get into it, I am 5'6". I am currently weighing about 61 to 62 kilos, if that matters, I don't know. I usually opt for a size small to medium in gym wear, so we'll see how these go and compare, as well as opting for a size UK 8 to 10 and a US 12 to 14. So before we get onto this massive try on haul, don't forget to drop me a subscribe if you haven't already. I make content like this every single week. If you're into wellness, if you're a gym girl yourself, you love cozy routines and vlogs, you are in the right place. So drop me a subscribe before we get into it. But other than that, let's drop into it. Okay, we are starting off strong in the lavender purple. I'm wearing the 6-inch shorts. I'm wearing the 6-inch shorts, as well as the bralette. The racer back bralette, as you guys can see, looks like so. Obviously sits really, really nicely around my shoulders and my back itself. The shorts are really nice length, you can pull them down slightly. It depends on what length you prefer your shorts to be, but I actually think these sit a really, really nice length for summer and spring. As you can see, obviously it's coming up to around 3/4 of my quad is exposed, but I think it's a really nice length. It has the detailing in the back where it goes down into your glute, so nice glute contouring, which is really nice. This is a medium, both in the shorts as well as the top. I think it sits really nicely on me. It doesn't dig into anywhere. It's very, very breathable. It's very, very stretchy. I feel like I could do a full glute workout in this. I'd probably go for a run and it wouldn't slip down, but it's not compressing me. It's the kind of material, the soft motion collection, which I'm reviewing all today, it's a material that is hugging and fitting, but it's not the kind of compressing material where you feel like by the end of the day you want to take it off instantaneously. Like, I could wear this all around the house, I could wear it on errands day. It is super, super comfortable, and I absolutely love this color. It's actually double lined inside, which I really, really like. Overall, I think this color is really, really beautiful, and it's giving me, what's it called from Scooby-Doo? What's she called? I don't know what she's called, but comment in the down below because it's just gonna come back to me. But I absolutely love this fit. I think it's really, really nice. I like the color combination with some of the tops that I have, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But honestly, I love it. So showing you guys what it looks like laid up with mellow rib mid-short sleeve cardigan in pastel yellow. This is in a medium. So this obviously is one of the new drops from their collection. I actually think the purple and the yellow go really, really beautifully. It has this button detailing all the way down. It sits just above my waist. It's a really breathable material, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of like a ribbed, breathable material. But this yellows are really, really pretty. Really reminds me of like daffodils, and I'm absolutely loving this color combination. I just think it makes me instantaneously super, super happy, which I really, really love. But I think it's a beautiful addition if you wanted to layer it up. Obviously, you could even tuck it like this if you wanted to style it, which I think is really, really pretty. Or you could even have it a bit off the shoulder. But I honestly think these two together. So next up for comparison, you can see here I've got the soft motion in pastel yellow, both in medium. So exactly the same as the lavender purple before. As you can see, this is a lot paler color, a lot lighter. So it is a beautiful deep. So it is a really, really light, soft, buttery yellow. It doesn't really pick up on the camera that well. A lot in person is a lot more sort of buttery, like a light spreadable is what I would describe it. But exactly the same fit, the light, the texture, the the fit of the actual product is exactly the same as the lavender purple, so the color doesn't make any difference there. The only thing I'm gonna do and show you guys here is the squat, so you can see with the lighter colors what it actually looks like when I go into the squat, whether they're see-through, but it is double lined, and it is really, really thick, so you guys can see, obviously, this is me stretching it, and this is me doing my squat. So it is very, very good material, but obviously if I do it if I show you through the light, I don't know if I'm able to do this. If I show you through the light, if you're wearing like dark underwear, I would say probably don't do that. I definitely would opt for lighter underwear or no underwear at all with these, just because it is a little bit of a lighter color. It is going to be more on the sheer side, just naturally that's how it works, especially if you're going for white. But for a light color, it is actually really, really good. But definitely through the light, I would say, yeah, I would definitely say just be mindful that it isn't super, super like black or something like that, so just be mindful about that. But this is a really beautiful color, and I really think this set just brings up a lot of brightness, a lot of happiness leading into spring. So if you love yellow, you'll absolutely adore this set. Next up for comparison, we've got the blue, which is cloud blue in medium shorts. I just wanted to show you guys this to show you the squat test, show the difference. Exactly same fit as the other 3 colors that I've shown you, but just this is obviously a really light blue color, very sky blue. Like if you were to draw with watercolors, this is like what I would describe it as. It's such a beautiful color, and I actually think the blue is one of my favorites. It's such a pretty light, almost like white as the base, and then it's got like a hint, like a dab of blue. But this is really, really beautiful, and I've paired these both with the tops, with the bralette. And to match, showing you in the same color cloud blue, I have a soft motion halter neck. I've got a soft motion halter neck mid-vest with bra with a white logo. So this is a halter neck. As you can see, this does not dig into my neck one bit. It's very stretchy material. I prefer the mid-rise versus the long length, just because I feel like it sort of cinches in my waist, giving me an illusion of a more narrow, tighter waist, which I really, really like. It's still a very good length. It's almost like how I describe would be like a very long crop top, but it just sits right above that belly button, which is exactly what I like. And something I love about these soft motion halter necks is they don't dig into the back of your neck for a long period of time. So if you're a bigger boob lady, obviously might be the case that it's slightly different to me, but I'm around a C/D. I don't actually wear a bra. I wear sports bra a lot of the time, but these don't ever have issues with my neck, and I never have issues with like my boobs popping out or anything like that. So this is a really, really beautiful halter neck that I definitely would recommend. And then the final top in cloud blue, this is in a medium. This is the high neck sports bra. I've never actually got this before or worn these, so I wanted to show you guys what these actually look like. This is great for high support, high coverage. If you're doing a back day or a bent over row kind of day, this is exactly what you need. Like, I am all for a nice, very attractive, booby kind of sports bra, but definitely when you're doing things like bent over rows, things like that, just being mindful of sometimes, you know, the girls like to slip out sometimes. So having something like this, which is a high support, is really, really helpful just to keep everything covered. But I love that it's curved around the armpit to show your delts, to show off that curve, but it doesn't dig in and give you that like armpit fat, which I know so many women absolutely hate. But then it's got such a beautiful detailing on the back just to show off your back gains. So for back day, this is literally perfect. Like, this would be the perfect back day material, and I definitely would say this is true to size, very stretchy. I prefer the medium, again, just because it's a little bit more breathable, a little bit more room versus the small. But if you like things that are more figure hugging, I definitely would size down. Now we are moving on to the Oner Active's new drop, which is the Capri. So these are like the 3/4 length leggings, which I think are so stylish, and it's just giving me like groovy chick, that kind of 90s 2000 kind of vibe, which I really, really love. So I've got 2 colors here, which is the purple and the yellow, pastel yellow, both in a size medium. So you can see here for comparison what they look like. Again, I'm going to give you a squat test just to show you exactly what the sort of transparency of these are, but they're very, very good. Again, the yellow just being a little bit more sheer, just being mindful about that, especially if you've got direct light. But the purple holds up really, really well, and I definitely would say, again, just don't wear those dark underwear, girls. Just don't wear the dark underwear. Like, I absolutely adore these lighter colors, but you just obviously have to be mindful that, yeah, they are lighter. Of course, they're a good thick material, as you guys can see. A really good stretchy thick material, but because it is lighter, you just have to be mindful about that. So just keeping that in mind when you do try on these leggings. Now obviously I've got these in all 3 colors, so I'm going to put them up on the screen so you guys can compare all 3 colors against one another. Exactly same fit, but beautiful colors. Again, personally here, I think purple is my favorite. I just think it sort of has a bit more of a wow factor against my skin tone. And I absolutely love that they've kept, with the soft motion, the detailing of the scoop glute for the contouring, which I absolutely love. So it just makes your glutes absolutely pop. So these are great on a hot summer's day. Now, next up, we are pairing it with these new tops that they have launched, which is like this knit. So these are the Mellow Rib Mid Short Sleeve Cardigan. I've got this in black in a size small, as you guys can see. And then I have got this yellow one, which is Mellow Rib Mid Short Sleeve Cardigan in pastel yellow in a medium. So I got the yellow in a medium just to compare the sizing, and I got the black in a small. I personally prefer the medium. Again, I just like things not being super compressive in any shape or form. So if you're someone like me who gets very overstimulated very easily, you know, we're all like that, I definitely would say size up, but the small fits me absolutely fine. It's just a little bit more figure hugging. And one thing I just want to note as well is, again, it's a little bit figure hugging around the armpit when you wear these. So if you're someone who sweats a lot, just being mindful that it's going to pick up the sweat and it might smell a lot more quicker, where the medium's just a little bit more breathable, which is what I like. You can obviously wear these open or up if you want a bit more of a snatch look, but I think this is just such a beautiful way to layer in the spring coming months. So say you're going to the gym but it's a little bit nippy, you're like, okay, I can't really be going for shorts and just a sports bra. This is such a great way that you can just literally throw on another layer just to keep you warm and just add a bit more texture as well. And as you can see as well, it's got that ribbed effect, and I think it's so beautiful as well that you can undo a couple buttons just to style it a certain way, have it a little bit off the shoulder. And I just think it's such a nice breathable material that even on like the summer days when it's hot and you want to just layer up or add a sense of texture to your outfit, I still think these are really breathable, that you're not going to get super sweaty, not super hot, but you're just adding something to your outfit overall. So definitely would rate these. I am going to definitely keep the yellow. I'm going to take the black back, but definitely for me, I would size up ever so slightly if you're just wanting a little bit more breathable around the armpit area, but that's just my personal preference. Next, we are moving on to the soft motion flares. So if you know anything about me, I absolutely love the flares. I think they're actually really underrated. Obviously, I love the soft motion straight leg because they do bits for the glutes. But if you haven't tried the flares, I definitely say do not sleep on these. These are so underrated. So I actually have 2 sizes here to try on for you guys, so you can actually compare and the sizing difference. So first I'm trying on the soft motion cloud blue in short length in a size small. So you can see here, they're a little bit more tighter around my waist, but not digging in, they're not tight, but they're just a little bit more figure hugging, sucking end of feeling. And obviously they do scoop up the glutes a little bit more because of that sizing down. They fit me absolutely fine, as you can see. A really, really beautiful color. I love the flare. I think I personally go for the short length just because I prefer it, because it doesn't drag against the floor. And especially if you're walking and you live in the UK or someone that's a bit rainy, if you know anything, it's beautiful having long floaty trousers, but as soon as they go anywhere below like the bottom of your shoe, they're getting wet, they're picking up anything that's on the floor, which is a no-no, especially when I live in a city centre. So I actually go for the short length because I just think they're a perfect length. They still cover my shoe, they still go all the way down to the floor, but they're just that little bit off the ground so you're not scooping anything up. But that's just a personal preference. Again, I'm 5'6", so get both sizes if you want to try, but I definitely would go for a short length because that's just personally what I prefer and I don't get tripped up with the material. So this is really, really beautiful. Same material on the back, which is obviously the glute contour, and then obviously the flare goes out from about the mid calf. But again, this material is really, really stretchy. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, I literally am stretching this so far, but beautiful. And then in comparison, we've got the medium. Again, this is just my preferred sizing. You can see that's a little bit more roomy around my waist. Obviously, I've got a little bit more room around my glutes, but it's still very, very flattering on my glute area. So I personally prefer the size medium, but here you guys can, I'll show you on the screen in comparison, literally the small versus the medium, so you guys can compare. But again, personally, I would size up in these flares. Next, we have the soft motion straight leg bottoms in Minky medium short length again. So these are size medium. I only got one pair of the straight legs just to show you guys. And in this Minky color it's almost like a light dusty brown. I don't know if you guys can see. This is what the color is looking like. It is a really beautiful color. It's like a light beigey brown. Personally, I like deeper tones of brown, just that's my personal preference. So out of this whole collection, I definitely am opting for like the brighter yellows and blues versus the Minky colors, just again, personal preference. But this will look beautiful on so many girls that I know. Again, same contouring on the glutes on the way down. We haven't got a front seam. Obviously the straight legs, they come out, so there's no tightening around the knee. Again, super stretchy material. I personally find these sit a little bit lower on me. I'm not entirely sure why, because I've got straight legs in all other colors, and they're like literally one of my favorite pants about the flares. But I don't know why, it's sitting a little bit lower on my my torso. Usually these actually sit way above my belly button, and they like have that coverage so you don't feel like your stomach's coming out a little bit. But for some reason, these Minky ones, again, same sizing and same length, they just don't sit where I usually like them to sit, even though they're the same size. I don't know if it's just this particular product or just because of the color, I'm not entirely sure. But personally, I will be sending these ones back just because it's not my favorite and I don't like the way they sit. But all of my other soft motion ones are like literally perfect, so that's just my personal preference. And I've obviously paired this with the Halterneck top in Minky as well. So this one is called the Mellow Rib Racer Back Mid-Vest Built-in Bra Minky in a size small. I actually really like this. Again, this color isn't my personal preference, but I really like that it's got a built-in bra, so you'll be able to see here. You can take out the straps and it's almost got a like sports bra insertion inside, so you don't actually have to wear any sports bra inside it. You can actually just literally wear it as is, and it will hold the bad boys up, which I really like. And it's a really soft material as well, so it's like be great for lounging about literally around the house. You don't even need to wear it to the gym, but again, really good if you were going to the gym. You can remove the pads as well, so you can take them out here, which I really love. I personally really like the pads. I know so many gym girls absolutely hate them, but I personally freaking love them. Like, I think they're great. Just hold up the bad boys and don't show any nip, you know, personal preference. But I really like this. Again, size small, and I actually think this fits me really well. So again, if you're in between sizes, I would honestly, if you've got a certain piece, I would suggest getting both sizes. Get it at home, try both on, you can send one back. I just personally prefer some things in a size small. I'm like, yeah, that fits me better. But like this, I think this fits me better around my waist. But then other things, when I'm just like, actually fits still really nice and snug, but I want a bit more breathing room, I'll size up to a medium. So it's just personal preference. But again, Minky, for me, I just prefer the lighter, brighter colors. That's just me as a kind of gal. But if you love like pastel tones, this is definitely for you. To our final few items. So these are the new Halterneck all-in-ones, which I absolutely love. And I think they're so funky, especially coming into summer. I think styling these with some funky shoes, a little accessory, like having your gym bag, I can just see you rocking a glute workout in these. So it's the same thing with, it's literally the same like structure as the Halterneck one I showed you previously. It's got a scoop back, so really beautiful to show off your back gains. Again, would be great on a back day, on a glute day. It has this contouring of the glutes, so it still has the subtle contouring like the leggings do, which I think is really, really nice. No front seam, and it comes up about, I would say, like 3/4 of my leg is showing. So it's about like a 6-inch short. I really like this because it has a built-in bra similar to all the other Halternecks, which I think is really nice. You can take out the pads in this as well, but I think this is great. It shows off a bit of cleavage. You've got the glute gains going on, you've got some quad action going on, and it's really, really breathable as well. Obviously, as you can see here, I'm doing the squat test for you guys, but it's a really, really stretchy material, which I absolutely love, and I just think it's such a beautiful piece for summer. So if you're someone who rocks all-in-ones, wants to feel sexy this summer, I would definitely suggest getting one of these. I did get both a size small and a medium for comparison. Again, I just prefer the medium. That's just me personally. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think the small looks better on me. I'm not entirely sure, but I personally prefer the medium in here. It's just a little bit more breathable. But something I love about this material is it is not compressive at all. You could go do Pilates or yoga in this. It's super, super stretchy. It doesn't cut off my thighs, which is something that I absolutely hate in shorts. I don't know about you guys, but you know when it's so compressive around your thigh and you feel like you're a sausage in a casing? This isn't it. I think it's really, really beautiful. So really, really happy with this. So definitely, I would say size slightly up if you're in between sizes, but again, get both sizes just to try them. Okay, so final items that I'm going to show you is Oner at Home night shorts. So this is their new pajama set, which if you know me and if you're a homebody like me, I was excited to try these, guys. I was actually so excited. So these come in all different colors. I went for a boring black just to start off with. You know when you're like, I don't know what color to get, just go back to the basics. That was me, right? That was me, just to try it out. So we have these beautiful shorts. It's like a slinky material that's kind of ribbed. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's like a ribbed material. It's got a tie at the front, so if you want to tie it. So personally, I got these in a medium because I just wanted them a lot looser, because I personally just love my pajamas oversized, and obviously you can just tie it up at the front so it snatches in your waist so it doesn't fall down. And then I have got the matching top to go alongside. So here we've got the Oner Active in black again. Oner at Home night strappy mid-vest black in a size medium. So again, this is a beautiful scoop neck. It has adjustable straps at the back. So it's got adjustable straps at the back, as you see here. You can literally just tighten it up. So if you don't want your boob falling out, or you want a bit more cleavage, or you need, the bad boys need a bit more support, you can do that, which I think is a really nice touch. Like a lot of pajamas won't do that. It's very slinky, it's very like, look, like that kind of material, like you're not gonna feel it on you. Like you're gonna be around the house in the summer, and it's just like a second skin. Like, I don't know how to describe it. The soft motion, it's like a second skin, you can feel it, right? But like with this, it literally just feels like a floaty t-shirt. I don't know if any of you girls just wear like big, like your boyfriend's, you know, oversized t-shirts. It's kind of like that kind of feel, but obviously it's a little bit more something something. And I personally really like these. I actually think I'm gonna get these in all the colors from spring because I think they're just so beautiful.